Hey y'all, Monk Joseph here with the Broken Buddha. Today we're going to cover some really quick notes and corrections for video 2 of the Yoga Qigong Expert in 6 steps, the opening the Qua and balancing yin and yang. So I'll jump right into it. So first let's talk about toes. You can do this one of two ways. If you're a beginner, you're going to pretend you're grabbing grass with your toes and then release the blood pressure out and make sure there's no whiteness in the knuckles of your toes. Or you can push up on your feet to try to, the same way that you open up your Lao Gong point in your hand, you're going to try to open up your Yang Chuan point in your foot by pushing the foot up and trying to pull in through here. So again, instead of curling your toes and grabbing grass, you're going to pull them in halfway and then try to push your foot up. Notice the suction effect in your Yang Chuan point while putting the structure in the front of the heel, if that makes any sense for the advanced people. That covers toes. Height, if your glutes are engaged right to open your quad in the front, where you're pulling up on your iliopsoas to open the quad in the front, you can only go down so far. And that going down so far should land like a perfect seat, and your knee should be right about the same level of your toe going straight up and down. And if you have to go further than that, you would either have to push your butt back or you'd have to disengage your glutes to go further down than that. You'd have to stop pushing into your quad. So you'd feel your quad close up and you not pushing any further right away. So you should get into that seat, and that's as far down as you go. You'll feel the seat. If you don't, then you're not doing it right. You're not flexing the glutes right. You're not opening the quad right. While you're straightening your first gate on your lower back, make sure you're doing your stomach breathing. Make sure you're breathing so that you're expanding here and here. When you really feel the expansion on your lower spine in the back, you can help yourself really straighten it out. Every time you breathe in, you'll feel your vertebrae kind of separate a little bit. If you breathe back far enough and front at the same time, you'll feel your vertebrae start to kind of loosen up and stretch, and that's when you get them. That's when you can really position them straight there. Okay, and then we have, when I said have your structure in the front of the heel, also try to imagine that your Yang Chuan point that I pointed out earlier, which I'll show you on a foot, is right about here. Here's my toes. It's right about in the middle, right about there. Upper front middle. Imagine that point is glued to the ground. So you have the structure in the front of the heel in the center of gravity, but then still have the rest of your foot down while you're grabbing, and imagine your Yang Chuan points are being glued by the earth. That's a good way to get the rest of the foot understanding. And then the closing part, I forgot to mention, when you're closing, if you're here and you're doing the WTVA version, not the squatting version, the other version, you're going to breathe in and then breathe out. And then do everything else that I said just exactly the way I said it. And that's all your corrections and notes. Thanks for stopping by the Broken Buddha. Peace and blessings.